What is up, YouTube? This is your boy Lou Wrestling 2 101 coming out with the 101 and what's going on in the land of wrestling, at least in my opinion. So check it out. This is going to be a two-part video, so it's probably going to be pretty long, so just bear with me here. It's a rant. So if you don't want to hear me rant, get off the video, alright? If you don't want to hear me bitch and complain and all that kind of shit, just go away. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button, leave comments, you know what it is, alright? Look. We had on Impact this Thursday Velvet Sky versus Angelina Love. This match wasn't, I guess, terrible for a Velvet Sky match. I mean, granted, Angelina Love was in the match. It was okay for a Velvet Sky match. She went over here. Winner and Angelina Love had some miscommunications and blah 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 and whatever. All right. For the longest time now, TNA has been pushing Velvet Sky down my throat excessively, way too much. I don't want her all up in my face. Okay, great. She has big old fake boobies. Who cares? All right, look. I'm never going to have her plastic, okay? So I don't really care about her fucking huge tits. I don't give a damn. I care about the fact whether she can wrestle or not. Now, can she wrestle? No. She can go out there and she can cut a good promo. She's good on the mic. She's good at, playing the character. But in terms of her actual in-ring capability, she's lack thereof. She really is not that great. And number two, she's not choosing to improve. And I don't know what TNA sees in her that's so great. They're just giving her this title opportunity. Because they're gonna give her a title opportunity. She's gonna win this little tournament, all right, and she's gonna end up going up against winner for the championship. I mean, thank God it's not gonna be Mickie James versus Velvet Sky. I mean, I would hate for Mickie James to get desecrated like that by having to drop the belt to Velvet Sky, for God's sakes. This girl, I guess they're trying to give her the Madison Rain push. I mean, she has been with the company for a while, and maybe they're like, okay, well, this is for all your hard work. We're going to make you look this good, and then we're going to give you the belt, and whatever, okay? She's horrible. Maybe she deserves it because she's been with the company for a long time, and she's good on the mic, but this girl does not, in the most smallest detail of a way, ever try to improve in her in-ring capabilities. Every week is the same shit. You never see anything different from this bitch. She sucks. She's like the comparison to Kelly in WWE. She's no better. She's a snore fest. She's horrible. She just looks hot. Joy to the world. I would much rather see even Winner go out there and put on a match. And Winner's not even hot. All right, but damn, she's a great fucking wrestler. All right, look at Amazing Kong or Karma or Awesome Kong, whatever you want to call her. Granted, she's out right now because she's pregnant, but she was fucking awesome. Look at Gail Kim. She was fucking awesome. Those people that can wrestle, okay, that are currently still wrestling or coming back to wrestling, okay. I don't want to talk about people from the way past. I don't want to talk about them. All right, those are wrestlers. Velvet Sky is not a wrestler. She is nothing but a bimbo model. That's all she is. She's just something for all the stupid guys that are nothing but a bunch of fucking airheads to stare at. So they're like, yay! And whatever. Trying to make her appealing for the kids and the little kitties, yay, because she overcomes because people don't like her and she's going to overcome the obstacles, yay! But the little kitties don't remember that she was a huge bitch back with the beautiful people, back when she was with Angelina Love and they were together with the beautiful people all that fucking time. How? Wow. It's phenomenal that we just have to get this shoved down our throat. It's so retarded, it's redundant. They actually have good women's wrestlers on the roster if they choose to use them. Will they? Probably not. I mean, will we expect them to do that? No. Why the hell would they do that? Huh. They're just gonna make Mickey James and Winter paper champions. I mean, why the fuck would they do that? And then those are probably like the two best talented wrestlers female wrestlers they have on their roster. So, in my opinion, the title, okay, whoever's going to hold the title should be between Victoria, because I forgot Victoria, or Tara, because she's fucking awesome too as well. Mickey James, alright, winner. I'll even put Angelina Love in there. I'll even throw a Jackie in there if she's still wrestling, because she can help, she get the title and then put somebody else over that's not really over right now. Alright, there is people on the roster that can wrestle. Even ODB isn't terrible. She's better than Velvet Sky, okay? There's so many wrestlers that are better than Velvet Sky. Just because someone has great mic skills, you cannot just assume that they're going to be great in the ring and they're just going to go over with the crowd if they truly suck. You can only shove something down our throats so far to the point where we're going to hate it. Hence John Cena. A lot of people used to love John Cena. Now they hate him. She's Supergirl. Supergirl, go! Alright, the second thing I want to talk about here is this whole Hulk Hogan Sting Bound for Glory bullshit, alright? Now it's true. It's happening, okay? First of all, Ric Flair versus Sting should happen in No Surrender, okay? If anything, I don't know why they gave it away on free TV, but this match shouldn't even happen to begin with, because we should not be having Hulk Hogan versus Sting in the year 2011. This is not the 1980s or 1997. Those eras want their champions back, but this era doesn't. You know what? Back in the 90s, I loved those guys, but now I don't give a shit about them. I wish they'd go away. We had the retirement home match, Joy to the World, and now we're going to have another retirement home match that can be worse than that retirement home match. And the match wasn't all that bad. Ric Flair versus Sting for the final time, hopefully. It was okay for an old retirement man match, okay? Whatever. That's all they are old hoagies in a retirement home. They might as well had it in a retirement home and hit each other with bedpans and shit. That's what they should have did. Now we're going to have another retirement home match at Bound for Glory, which shouldn't be happening. Why do we need this? This isn't going to help the show. Eric Bischoff has said it, that the old guys don't help the ratings of the show. So if they don't help the ratings of the show, why are they in main events? Why are they on the top? Why is Hogan facing Sting if it's not going to draw any more money? Why is it happening? These men are going to have cardiac arrest and die in the ring. This is retarded. TNA has no faith in any of their young talent. Oh wait, no, my bad. Bobby Roode. And let's pray to God, seriously, that he beats Kurt Angle at Bound for Glory right now. Let's pray for that. Because God knows that TNA might not let that happen. And if they do, shame on TNA. Because Bobby Roode, he deserves that shit so hardcore. And he's fought and clawed his way up through this shit. He's done a great job through the whole injury angle and everything all the way to now. He's done a great job in this build-up with the BFG series and all this shit. The man is deserving after especially 9 years. I hope he wins. I really do. But God knows that TNA only cares about the old men. So at the end of the day, you leave yourself to decide what's going to happen. Now I hope that TNA changes my mind in the weeks coming to Bound for Glory and whatnot. So hopefully, when the pay-per-view finally comes, I have changed my mindset and it really seems that Bobby Roode actually might win at Bound for Glory. But with the way that they're focusing on this whole Sting versus Hogan thing, it really seems this is going to be the only thing that they're going to care about going to the pay-per-view. Everything else is going to get treated like jack shit, and then the pay-per-view is going to be nothing but a huge clusterfuck. And Bobby Roode might end up losing because he's not the primary focus like he should be. Alright? I actually was kind of hoping that when he fought Kazarian, or they had their match a couple of nights ago on Impact, or last night, whatever it was, okay? When they had their match, I was really hoping that we would have had a Kazarian heel turn. And he, because we could have had, Fortune kind of breaking up because of this whole thing, because of this jealousy, and that could have built his character, because he could have went in as a singles competitor, not part of a group. You know what I'm saying? I've just got my thoughts on it, alright? I think that they gave us a little bit of a tease, but they gave us nothing with that. We did not get a heel turn there. It's still lovey-dovey, I love you at the end of the day. That just leads me to believe that this whole story is going to be nothing but a bunch of Barney shit, and he's just going to lose in the end. Because once again, all we have here is TNA and their focus on Sting versus Hogan at Bound for Glory. Everything in TNA right now all comes back to Sting versus Hogan at Bound for Glory. Because ultimately this is all about Hulk Hogan, because he's the guy. He's always going to be the guy because he body slammed Andre the Giant. God forbid. No one else can do it. For those of you that like Hulk Hogan and you like Sting and you want to see this match happen, good for you. I envy you. I'm glad that you want to see this and you want to spend your money on seeing this match. Good for you. Maybe you would have bought No Surrender if, we had Flair versus Sting on there, if you didn't order it before. I mean, man, that would have given you a reason to buy it. That would have been a great match for you. But whatever. Like I said, you're allowed to think that, okay? But give me a good reason on how that's going to benefit and help the company if they don't generate any more revenue than the young guys do right now. And it's been proven because Eric Bischoff said it himself. Hogan, him, none of the guys draw any more ratings or create any more revenue than the young guys. How are they helping the show? Please explain. Leave it below. Leave a video response. Leave something explaining why. Send me an email. I don't know. Send me a virus that explains it before it crashes my computer. I don't know. Do something. Because I just don't get it. Maybe I'm just a complete idiot and my brains are completely fried from all the years I spent doing stupid shit before I sobered up. Okay? Yeah, I was a whack job like Sting one day. Let's start playing the character of a whack job now. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start playing a character on this goddamn thing more than I already do. I'm going to start playing a Sting character. I'm going to play a Joker. What's up? Hey, how you doing? Oh, crazy man, you know what it is. Because I am the man, and I am the icon, and Hulk Hogan just is the biggest thing of all time. We're going to have this match, and we're going to fucking destroy the company because we can. We're going to take this company, and we're going to rot it from the inside out with our bad wrestling. Yeah, bro. Fuck Violet Sky, brother. Fuck Sting, brother. Fuck you, Hulk Hogan, brother. Alright, people, continuing on in this video, because I said this is going to be a pretty long video. Look, this whole Jeff Hardy situation, I need to speak about this. I said I was going to speak about this probably about a week ago, and I didn't. I understand where Jeff Hardy has problems, and drugs problems are hard to overcome. Believe me, I know this personally, okay? I've been there. I've passed that. It's been a long time, but I understand that it's hard to come through. And I understand what it's like to have a hard life. I understand these things. But that's not an excuse to go out there and put other people's lives in danger. That's not right. If he wants to endanger himself, he can, but he should not endanger others as well. That's not a good thing. And having him on TV talking about all this shit, alright, just to watch him possibly fall back in the drain, back into all this shit again, is just going to prove how much of a negative influence he is to your company, and you're trying to be a family-oriented company. That's what TNA is trying to be, family-oriented. They want families to watch. So you're going to put a drug addict on your show. Okay? He's not really clean. Okay? Times haven't tested the sand yet. Or however the hell the saying goes. The sands of time have not tested, whatever. Okay? TNA better pray to God that Jeff Hardy is sober, because if a stunt like that happens again, I don't think it's going to save TNA's reputation. Because TNA's reputation is pretty much in the shithole right now. I wish it wasn't, because I love TNA. I live here in Orlando. I love TNA. I wish it would not be in the shithole, but it really is in a piece of shithole right now. Okay? TNA is nothing but a ball of shit that Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff have rolled up together, along with Vince Russo and his little touch. They're using Jeff Hardy and his problems, exploiting him to make money. And I can see where they're trying to be like, in his little promos he had on Thursday with AJ and Devon about, how he's a bad influence, and this and that, and he's like this and whatever. I see what they're trying to do here, but don't you think that after being actually not released, he left WWE technically, but after WWE tried to help him, and then he comes over to you guys in TNA, and then he ruins himself there completely, why bother bringing him back so we could do it again? Why bother? I do not want to see this guy come on TV and not be able to put on a show. Okay? He can't wrestle when he's drugged up. He could barely wrestle to begin with. He's only good for high spots, okay? He's really not that great. I am not a huge Jeff Hardy fan. I respect him. I don't hate him. I respect him. I'm just not his biggest fan, all right? It's the same thing like with me and Cena. I respect Cena. I don't like him. I'm just not his biggest fan, but I respect him, okay? I respect Jeff for what he's done. I do. But what he does in his life, he needs to leave outside of the ring. He needs to leave it out of Impact. He doesn't need to bring that to work. And I hope he's really sobered up. I really do. I really hope he's straightened out his life, because once you straighten out your life from things like that, it's a huge blow off your shoulder. It takes the weight of the world off, and you feel better because you feel like you have a better sense of direction in the things that you're trying to do. And so you can accomplish what your goals are that you have set in mind, so you can be somebody. And Jeff Hardy was already somebody. He ruined that. And for him to be basically a nobody right now, even though people are backing him, I don't think he deserves the backing that he's getting right now. I think he's done too much, and I'm amazed that he can go into the Impact Zone and get cheered by the crowd. I'm amazed. This man should be getting booed out of the building. If all the people that paid for the pay-per-view were in that building that night, okay, he would have got booed out of the building. This man can be one of the biggest draws in wrestling. He was. He was the second biggest draw in wrestling next to Cena. Will he ever get back to that point? Who knows? I hope. I said I'm not his biggest fan, but he's still got a career ahead of him as long as he can get himself adjusted and back together. Drugs are not going to fix his problem. They're not. They're not going to fix anyone's problems. I figured that out years ago. It's a waste of time. All it does is confuse you and blind you from the truth. And you have to excuse me. I'm kind of sick. I have allergies, and this is my allergy season down here in Florida. So, yeah, that's what it is, people. I'm done. This video is over. Finally, God knows how long it is. It's not that bad. So, check it, boys, girls, comments down below. If you don't, why'd you watch the video? At least thumb it up or down, whatever you thought. If you liked it, or even if you didn't like it, hit the subscribe button. If you hated what I had to say, I really don't give a damn. You can hate other things I have to say. Just keep watching my videos. Hit the buttons. You know what it is. Leave your comments. Peace.